Hello everyone, this is HTJ Halloween, and today I am going to be unboxing my first prop of the season, Demonic Dahlia from Spirit Halloween. So not too long ago, as most of you may know, I visited the flagship location, and while I was there, I picked up quite a few props. I got Demonic Dahlia, Bloodthirsty Betty, and Rusty, and there's still a lot more to come, but I decided that Demonic Dahlia was going to be the first one that I'm going to put up on the channel because I absolutely love her, and she honestly might be my favorite of this year. Now before I get into this, I do first just want to shout out my Instagram, that you can go ahead and follow me over at HTJ_Halloween. If you guys want to get more regular content from me and see behind the scenes type stuff, then definitely go ahead and check that out and follow me over there. But anyways, I am super duper excited to open up this box because I haven't yet, and I haven't even peeked in. Obviously, I did see Demonic Dahlia for the first time in person at the flagship location, but I have not opened up this box and have not seen her parts or anything. And I think it's going to be a really interesting setup today because this is a completely new motion that I don't think they've ever done before, the sitting to standing motion that they have implemented on Jack Straw and this girl. So, I'm going to be really curious to see how it works. I don't even think she needs a chair, so that's going to be really, really interesting to see how she kind of like floats in the air. But anyways, let's go ahead and open it up. I don't even know if they have stories this year or what's going on, but okay. So I was really, really surprised to see that they had a Demonic Dahlia at the store because I know a lot of people had been saying right before I did my tour that they were really low on stuff. I didn't see a Demonic Dahlia box in anybody's video. But I guess they had just restocked or gotten some new stuff in, and I saw this girl there, and I absolutely just had to pick her up right away. Let me go ahead and just show you what you see in the box immediately when you open it. Like I said, I have not tampered with it at all. Let me get this back. Not really much to see necessarily, but that's what you see. Her head's in that compartment over there. All right. So let's go ahead. Pop this out. Okay, actually it's one of those where the entire piece comes out right here, and let me make sure that you guys can see this. I'll back up a little bit. It's right here. Alright, so it has a separate kind of compartment type of thing that pops out. Whoa, take a look at that. This is crazy. Alright, and here is her box, just for those of you that like to see the boxes. This is the front of the box, the side of the box, and there's actually a different photo on this side. And on the back, they have her like poem or story or whatever. Hopefully it focuses on that. All right, so let's go ahead and try to get some of these parts out. Hopefully it's pretty much just twist ties and not stuff that I'm gonna need to get scissors for, but just might be. Okay, this is, let's see. Okay, yeah, I will need to get scissors for some of this, but here's her arms, which come separate. All right, this is gonna make for a good instructional setup for sure. Sorry for all the background noise, by the way. This looks like a shoulder bracket right here. The outfit, which I absolutely love, by the way. This gray, rusted color all over. Looks really, really awesome. Very fitting for her. And let's see, I think the head comes entirely separate. Yeah. Okay, the head is kind of on a bit of a spring thing right here. Let's see if we can lift it up. There we go. Oh yeah. Take a look at that. Let me get the hair out of the face. Woohoo! Yeah, her face is kind of like a plastic mold, like a mask over top of some plastic. And this face looks really, really good. Get that in the shot. Awesome, awesome. Super duper excited about this girl. And those eyes really do look like the type that will light up, but they don't. But that's okay. So that is the face. Just really, really cool. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna have to get some scissors for this other stuff. Here is adapter. This here, some other piece. Wouldn't be the adapter, so I'm not really sure exactly what it is. Here is the instructions. Don't see a story right away, but I will check that out if there is one. Instructions right here. And I'm going to need to get some scissors to get the rest of this stuff out, so let me go ahead and grab some of those. All right, I got my scissors and I changed the camera angle a little bit too, just to make sure that you guys can see. Hopefully everything else was okay, but all right. So this is just the base here, which also has this complicated mechanism that I have never seen before. Obviously, because this is an entirely new movement that we're seeing on this thing. And man, when I saw this in person and saw how far it really moves, it is insane. It's a lot more than I even envisioned, honestly. Let's pull these all the way out. Gotta kind of do that. Okay, set these to the side. All right, and so here's our base. It's a wooden base, typical. It has just one attachment right there, it looks like, unless some other stuff screws into these holes, but not sure about that. And then here is our big, okay, here's one pole right here. And then right here is our big mechanism that I have just absolutely never seen before. And there's some stuff that I'm gonna have to unwrap on that as well. It's kind of holding it in place. But look at that thing. That's kind of wild looking, isn't it? It's got a big gear. So this is the thing that does that big lunging motion that we see on this girl. All right, so now that I've got all of the pieces out of the box, I hope you guys enjoyed that unboxing part. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get everything laid out and move into setting her up. So here are all the parts laid out for Demonic Dahlia. Pretty awesome. We've got the head right there, which looks so cool. Then we've got the clothing piece right here, which actually has like a hip loop already in it. This big mechanism right here with the gear that I showed you guys. One metal pole. These, I believe, are shoulder brackets. The adapter, something in a cardboard box. I don't even really know what that is. The two arms, and then we have a wooden base right here, and of course, the instructions. Well, I'm sorry to inform some of you guys, but I just opened up this bag right here, and there is no stories this year. I guess they already did away with that idea, because all that was in there was the instructions all folded up, and there isn't any stories. So I would have shown you guys that, but I guess they're done doing that. So sorry for those of you that really love the stories. So I'm going to go ahead and set her up right here. Of course, you want the part of the base that says front facing the front. And the first part of the instructions is actually just to fully extend this mechanism right here. Fully extend pole with mechanism. And so I guess you do that. Yeah, that looks about right, because you can see right here is the picture. So you want it to be like this shape right here. Don't think you can fully see it, but this shape right here, and then you're gonna go ahead and attach that to, or actually I think I might need to do something else here. Hold up. So I think the springs that I'm using for the next step come in this box. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open up this box right here, which I should have done beforehand, because I think there's a couple different pieces in here that I didn't list. All right, make sure you can see that. So this is what comes in the box. You have your two springs, very similar to like our broken spine girl type springs that you have to attach. We have some zip ties right here. Then, okay, so this has a lot of stuff in here. This is the control box right here. And then we also have this bag to weigh her down. So that is all the stuff that comes in this box. And actually, I don't think Broken Spine Girl had springs. I think she just had hooks. So just want to correct myself there before people call me out for that. But anyways, so you take these two springs right here and you attach them to these two notches. I'm trying to see. It's these two notches right here. Let's see. I mean, is it this thing? I know that this is definitely one of them, but... So guys, according to what I see in this photo, this piece right here is supposed to be this notch right here. So I don't know if they just used the wrong material or the wrong piece, but that literally is like the only thing that it could possibly be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it and hope we don't just break it on the first go. But I mean, I don't know what else it could possibly be, because it's supposed to be two notches that are on opposite poles here, and these are heavy duty freaking springs. And you want this to be like fully extended. Oh, I hope you can see. Fully extended so that it's like flat right here. And then let's go ahead and do this one. Actually, I want to get on this part first. So I hope that that works correctly, but you know, because it doesn't feel like the springs are super tight or anything, but I'm not sure. We're just gonna go with it. Now you go ahead and take that entire mechanism thing and put that into this little notch sticking up from the base right here, matching, make sure that you can see it A to A. Right there's A. And you put it into here. Let's see, it goes over top of it and it's got a push pin spring situation. So it's just like one pole holding her entire system up. She's, okay, there we go, that goes in. Does it start in the standing position, I guess? Not really sure what's going on here, guys. This is all new stuff for me. All right, so this is what it is looking like, and now you come up here and take the support pole, which is part D, just your singular pole like this, and you put that into this notch right here, connecting B to B right here. So she's just giving her a little bit more height. And now she's actually kind of tall, so hopefully you guys can see, but we're attaching the head that is connected to this whole situation on right here. Make sure the hair is out of the way. I'm assuming we have screws for this. Whoa. Okay, the head's leaning. Not sure if that's supposed to happen. She is a heck of a lot taller than I thought, but there's a hole right here and probably another one on the back side. Yeah, it actually says screw here for the back side, and it comes with 3 screws. I think you only need to screw it in once, but you want to take one of those screws and secure her head on, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now off camera. All right, so there's this chain coming off of the back of her head right here, and you want to grab that chain. Also, mine started out tangled up around like some of the mechanisms up in her head, so make sure that that's not the case. You want to take this chain, and I believe it's just pulling the head back up straight, which is good because it was friggin' kept falling forward. And you take this chain and you attach it to the chain that is coming from the big mechanism piece right there, and it's kind of difficult to, I don't want to bust it right now. All right, there you go. Okay, so you gotta kind of pull it hard there. Okay, so believe it or not, these are actually her knees, which I've never seen knees on a prop before that you have to deal with, but it makes sense because she kind of like sits down. And it was kind of confusing at first, but I think what you just do is take this string on it and put it on this hook here, which is, I'm gonna have to recheck that though, because I feel like that gear is definitely in the way there. Okay, I can barely make it out because of how dark this print is, but it definitely shows that it is hanging on that hook right there, and there's the gear, and that wire, or that little string, is going over the freaking gear. So I think I'm right. I mean, what else would this hook be used for? But, I don't know. This thing has been pretty confusing already, not gonna lie. Alright, I forgot to get my lighting going, so now I have that on, so you should hopefully be able to see her better. And the next step is to get the entire dress over top of the head and just all the way down. So let's see if we can do that without a hitch. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have to un-velcro the back of it here so that it can fall down. Looking pretty good. The shoulder bracket isn't really, okay, let that fall. Shoulder bracket isn't really attached yet. Thought we would have done that first. I don't think I've missed anything. Okay guys, I just might be tripping, but as far as I can tell, they never address the fact that you want to use the zip ties to attach the shoulder bracket onto this pole right here. And there's 2 holes right there that it's meant for, and they have zip ties. So obviously that's what they intended. I only know this because it's very similar to Lost Her Way that has this type of thing that you need to zip tie down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, but just note that I think they are missing that part in the instructions. And if one of you gets Demonic Dahlia and notices that in the instructions, then please let me know. But also let me know if you think I'm right and you also don't see it, because I can't, it's not anywhere to be found that they address the zip tie thing, which is kind of a large mistake to just be missing an entire step, but you definitely want to secure down this plastic thing. So see, there are the zip ties. That was definitely a step that they intended for, but they missed it in the instructions. So then you want to just cut off these right here so you get out of the way of the clothing once I pull that back up. So you want to go ahead and pull the clothes up again and then secure it by Velcroing this piece in the back once you have the collar over the shoulder frame, and it will hold itself up. And now I am going to go ahead and get those arms in. So now I'm going to go ahead and roll up those sleeves and use this hook to secure it in. So this is very, very similar to Lost Her Way's setup. So whichever company made Lost Her Way definitely made this girl, and I don't know exactly who did. Maybe it's on, no, that says made on China, or made in China. But you roll this up right here, and this is going to be kind of difficult because this has to hook into a hole that I believe is on the shoulder frame somewhere. So this is kind of a difficult one to get the arms in. Okay, so these arms I think are supposed to go under the plastic frame, and this is where it says to use the zip ties. So I should have just followed the instructions. Alright guys, so I apologize for all of that. I'm gonna have a lot to cut in this video, but I was just getting a bit confused because I felt like things were out of order. With the clothes all the way up, it was like, how in the world were you supposed to zip tie this? But I just took the clothes down. I think I'm gonna do stuff a bit backwards here, but this actually goes under. I had to take the zip ties off, so I will probably specify in the older part of the video that that's incorrect. I'm not really exactly sure what I'm gonna do. But anyways, you put the arm, and this is what was confusing me. There's a peg right here, but that's not even where it goes in. There's a hole right there, so that's how it lays flush. And then see, this comes down over top of it, like that, and then you put the zip tie in. So that was a bit confusing, and I'm just gonna try and see if I can fish it through this way and go up around or something, because I don't know how else I'm gonna like have the arms in and then go in and zip tie. I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out and come back when I'm done. So this is the method that I did, and this is the method that I believe was intended, was to fish it through before you even connect it on the back here, and then to go ahead and hook the arm in underneath of the plastic, and then once I get the other arm in, then go ahead and zip tie it. And the very last thing to do is hook up the clothes. But they do confuse you, because in this image here, they show the clothes being closed. That sounded weird, but they show the clothes being velcroed up, and that's going to make all of this very difficult and make no sense. So definitely leave the clothes unvelcroed, fish your arms through, get this thing secured down, then close up the clothes, and that is the way to go with this Demonic Dahlia. Alright, so I got both arms in, and I got this secured, but I used some string just because I am going to set her up a second time for the instructional setup video, and there's only 2 more provided zip ties, so I want to use the provided zip ties in that video. But of course, whatever you need to use will work as long as it holds her down. You can get other zip ties if you need to, but it doesn't need to be the provided zip ties. So now you gotta pull up the clothes on the side here. It's on the left side if you're facing the same way as Dahlia, and there should be a little hook. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think, are you too low? Or there's a hook right here where you take the control box and it goes right on like that. Let's see, does that pull? That should pull down. I think I need to unscrew that just a tad bit. So mine didn't work at first, but if you need to, you can go ahead and unscrew this screw with the face there just a little bit so that it gives it more room so it can slide down right in like that. And that's pretty secure hanging on there. Then there are these 2 wires right here pretty clearly that need to go together, one coming from the big mechanism pole and then another one coming from the control box, and I think we are almost good to go here. So you can fill up this sandbag right here with sand or stones or something that will weigh it down just a little bit, but that it did say that is optional, so it's not required. So hopefully, I'm not gonna do that right now, so hopefully it doesn't fall over, but pull up the clothes again here. You can see you want to put it into the on position. I think that will automatically turn it into IR sensor, although I think I missed a step here because, yeah, look, this IR sensor wire right here, guess it goes around this way. Forgot this, the IR sensor wire, and hopefully you guys can, yeah, you guys can see that. This IR sensor wire needs to plug into the control box where it says IR sensor right there, so she should automatically be on IR if I don't have anything else plugged in. You want to plug in your adapter that is provided, 6-volt 2-amp right here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and plug her into an outlet, and I think we are good to go, guys. Alright guys, she is ready to go. I have her cord plugged into this extension cord right here just so I don't give it any tension or pull the clothes up. I also have my lighting on this, so I'm just gonna catch the moment of what happens because I think she's gonna retract down, so this is my first time ever plugging her in. Whoa, okay. It's very slow. It's very slow. I'm kind of scared here. I'm kind of scared. I don't want her to fall. Okay. I don't have a chair there. Don't think it needs one. Whoa. That is insane. Look at that. Okay. She's on IR, so.
I told you to stay away.
Oh. Whoa, okay, she fell over. She totally fell over. Okay. So, sandbag. Sandbag sounds like a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put that sandbag on. Oh wow, she keeps laughing. I'll turn that audio up if I can. Keeps going for a long time. Alright, let me unplug it. Alright, I put a weight on the back of her, so she should be good to go here. I'll give her one more go. Oh! Okay. Jesus. It really pops. But looks like it's good to go now. Got that weight on the back, and I think she's gonna stand up for my demo and everything else. Awesome, guys. I love this thing so much. Probably my favorite of the year. Only thing that comes close is probably Betty. Or a lot come close, but probably second is Betty. Alright, let me get her unplugged. Okay, there we go. Alright, well that is a wrap on my Demonic Dahlia unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you did down in the comment section below. It was kind of a tough one, not gonna lie, but we made it through, and here she is, and she's working just fine. So definitely leave a like if you enjoyed. Again, also comment if you enjoyed as well, and don't forget to subscribe. There is a lot more videos on the way. The prop season is in full swing. We have a lot of stuff coming out very soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. Her instructional setup should be out soon, and also probably a review. Down in the description, there will be a link to my Instagram, like I said in the beginning of the video, as well as a link to Spirit Halloween's website. If you want to buy Demonic Dahlia or anything else on the website, that is the place to be. It has all the best stuff for the Halloween season. And if you buy anything on that link, you will be helping out me and the channel, but just having a normal shopping experience. And there will, of course, be 20% off coupons down there to make these prices a little bit less scary. And the last thing is that there will be a link to the HTJ Halloween merch shop. If you guys wanted to check out any HTJ Halloween designs, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I'm so glad we're into prop season and I'm getting all these videos going. It's really fun to do, and this 2019 lineup is insane. It's going to be an insane ride this year. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.